Kobe White, Daniel Gafford will be one to watch them develop as this game goes along. Pre-show time.
There's a block by Bolden. Yovel Zusman sends it onto the wing. An open three, connected.
The program implemented at Iowa State is very similar to an NBA-type system.
Of course, Fred Hoiberg was the coach of the Chicago Bulls up until
last year in the G League. He was more successful in the G League than he was playing at Kentucky.
That's pretty impressive, isn't it?
I mean, think about it.
Yeah.
He improved.
This is Adam Makoka from Paris, France. Mulder from the wing.
Making good decisions in ball screens, defending the basketball, getting others involved. The shots are going to be made. He's a good enough shooter. He's going to make shots.
Chicago doubling their total from the entire game the other night here in the first 4 minutes. Zusman three. Interesting with so many players, some of them from that LeBron James era that are still under contract, but trying to rebuild through it as Kobe White scores. The Bulls, who have done their damage from three-point land, 4 of 5. Oh, nice little step back on the baseline. I was going to say, we saw Coach Larinaga here, and he's got a whole bunch of guys to watch. Simon, nice play.
It's good. Oop.
Got away a little travel there. 5 to shoot for the Cavs. Three-pointer good. Whether it was in college at Iowa State, 32 games last year in the G League, Salt Lake City Stars. Nice answer on the other end here for the Bulls.
Really good play right there. Self and finishing at the rim. He's shown some legitimate versatility. 9 for 10 the other night. Another guy that's doing a good job of playing to his strengths.
There's 2 to 21. As long. Marquise Bolden goes over the right shoulder and connects. Well, first of all, I hope to get to 85. And then if I do, I hope to have a third of the energy that man has.
Not only his energy, his recall, and it's a Benetton basket. And Maurizio Gherardini was the general manager. And that was one of the great weeks of my life.
Out on the West Coast to his college years, entering the NBA as an assistant in Milwaukee, of course in the Hall of Fame, and one of our NBA broadcasters, a great Hubie Brown. We didn't get a chance to see him the other day, undrafted last year out of Idaho. Here's Calendret with 6 to shoot. Little spinning fade, that's good.
It's good. He never got downhill. He never moved his man. That's another good play by Daniel Gafford.
Malik Newman in transition. Nice job, Long with the switch of the hand.
Hard the entire time, and don't worry about your points or don't worry about your stats. Just go out there and just do what you do. Do your job and do it to the best of your ability.
Who here is impressed? Darius Garland, you guys are adding some guys. Porter Jr., have you got a chance to talk to those guys yet?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. We've been together going to the games and going from the games. So we just pretty much just build.
Backboard. Well, a very tough shot at the baseline drive, somehow finished.
Darius Garland was able to play, and even if Sexton played, to see Kobe White go at Sexton, if no other reason, be a great hair matchup. A ton of guys here that are going to end up with a contract or a two-way, but there are a ton of guys out here that are going to play professionally.
Guy who just scored.
When overseas, maybe make a little bit more money, but the money in overseas isn't what people think it is, because the overseas.
7% shooting for the Cavaliers, 43% for the Bulls. White able to get it by the extended. Could be an NBA prospect for next season.
You saw his body, you saw his speed, you saw his toughness. You thought that, but where I really thought Drags too, he's kicking that thing back. If they hedge and recover, he was getting downhill, and you saw the light bulb go on because he was a big time.
3-pointers, Cavaliers extending the lead. 6 points in the last 27 seconds. And another 3, this one for Naz Long. After being pursued by a trade in the first round of the NBA draft, and you can check out more of Kevin Porter Jr.'s journey on Declared, streaming exclusively on ESPN+. John Beilein Was limited to 21 games last season, was Porter, because of a quad contusion.
And sometimes you can't be seduced by just talent. And those people that you have on your team have to share your vision, your work enthusiasm. But guys change, and guys, look, we're talking about 19-year-old young people.
Dean Wade in the third.
I'm just happy he started making a couple of baskets, because our great producer, Mandy Cohen, she would have said, you know nothing about basketball. Why did we open up with him? In college basketball has impacted so many lives.
Oftentimes we say the great Seth Greenberg, the great, talking to his players. And then as I was getting ready to leave, he actually offered me to drive me to the train station in Philadelphia. So maybe he just wanted me to get out of town. I hadn't thought of that before that.
Business, right? Yeah, yep. At a pen.
Bolden. Second effort.
It's amazing because he's got really good feet. Defensively, he covers ground. He's active. He can get out on ball screens. He can get back in plays. It's just he doesn't have great big at the swimming pool.
I was asked today to be at the pool party at the hotel. Clearly they
heard about you.
Didn't take a look. Oh, nice flush by Justin Simon.
Hey guys, I can jump in on this kid thing as someone who has a 5-year-old and a 9-month-old. Not happening without a babysitter. I got to be honest with you. So, it's a daddy's alone here, losing money at the tables.
I think that you're more in the Disney phase of things.
It's a great university I was at, but this was just the appeal of building a young team. Right, it was just too appealing. 2 more years. I mean, it's terrific to have that. Kevin Love is got a great contract for several more years, so you're not worried. There's not another level. Together, they play together. Just keep getting better every practice, every game. See what we can do.
We won't keep you long because we can tell the voice isn't quite there.
Coaching voice. I get my coaching voice. That pass that leads to the pass. The ball's out of his hands. Got good length. Can really shoot the ball and really rebound it. Really, that lead Ohio Valley in future.
And you're going to surround him with good people so that you can kind of mold him to get him to understand what it's all about. Now, Coach, you've been to Vegas. I've always said if you have your stuff off the court in place, then you know what? Your stuff on the court becomes easier.
Michigan, who he's taken to the Final Four in Ann Arbor, one of the great schools and one of the best conferences. Yeah, to the championship game against Villanova.
Read where those other 3 defenders are before they make that pass.
Tied game coming up on 5 minutes to go, and there's a flush that works. Player of the Year honors.
He is a running, jumping dude that plays really hard, extremely long. Good. A young player, 1 year in college, and his ability to communicate defensively. Your defense is only as good as you are connected.
Long drives and kicks. Abdur Rahman finds the reposition long with 3 to shoot. Score it, and one a 13-0 run and another point opportunity to come. Didn't end well.
Not for me. I got tossed at Duke, but you know what? I felt perfectly fine in that.
Gafford with the Naz Long, who has 21 points and 8 assists today. So quietly putting together an outstanding summer league. Naz Mitru Long as the Bulls get another basket from Makoka with 2 seconds to go. Final seconds will tick off, and Cleveland 82-75.